morning, students.
Good morning,
So, let us pray first. May I request Miss Abigail to lead the prayer. For those who are Catholic, please do the sign of the cross in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. Do not bring us to test, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Before you sit down, please bring your areas of the basic papers and the papers. So, any absentee state? Okay, very good. So, before our discussion, let us know our classroom rules and regulations. So, please read everyone.
Speak up to share. Hands up when to say something. Always be attentive and stay quiet. Respect your classmates and your teacher. Participate and stay off your phones.
Do you have any questions about our classroom rules?
No.
So, before moving on, let us know our behavioral chart, which contains your corresponding points in a group. So, each star corresponds to a 10 points. When I heard someone misbehaving or making an unnecessary noise, or doesn't follow our rules and regulations, I will deduct one of the stars. So, are we clear, class?
Yes, Mom.
So, now let's move on. Are you ready for our new activity?
Yes, Mom.
So, we will going to have an activity which is called Ready, Set, Race. Your class, do you have it?
Yes.
Where is the group 1? The group 2? The group 3? Yes, that's good. So, when I count 1 to 3, you're going to raise your flags. And when the one first who raise their flags will answer the question. If they get the correct answer, you will receive a stickers, which corresponds to 10 points. So, the other group have the chance to answer if the first group didn't get the correct answer. So, are you ready, class?
Yes, Mom.
So, let's do the activity. I have here 3 questions. What was our topic yesterday? Yes.
Our topic yesterday was all about conditional sentences.
Yes, that's good. So, what do you think is conditional sentences? Yes.
So conditional sentences are sentences that are conditioned to be with each other. So in a conditional sentence, there are 2 components, the if clause and the main clause. The if clause expresses the condition while the main clause will correspond to what the if clause has stated.
Very well said. Here is your sticker. And the last questions. What do you think are the 4 conditional sentences? Yes.
So we have 4 conditional sentences: the 0, the first, second, and the third conditional sentence.
That's good. Here is your sticker. So the group 1 got 1 point, the group 2 got 0 points, and the group 3 got the 2 points. So, are you ready for another activity?
Yes, Mom.
So, let's do another activity which is called Fix Me. So, I have here the envelope, and inside this is the scrambled letters, and we're going to unscramble the letters and fix it on the board. Are we clear, class?
Yes, Mom.
activity we just did, what do you think would be our topic for today? Yes.
I think our topic today is all about contrasting and comparing.
Yes. That's would be all our topic for today. Comparing and contrasting. So, before we dig deeper to our discussion, let us first read our learning objectives. Please read everyone.
At the end of the lesson, the students are expected to identify, compare, and contrast pieces of information from text, express appreciation to cultural diversity by noting their similarities and differences, and create own opinion expressing comparison and contrast with those presented in the text using graphic organizers.
So, before we dig deeper to the topic comparing and contrasting, let us do another activity which is called Find My Roots. So, the instruction here is to read the passage and clarify the cultural practices presented in the text that I given. So, you can do it by you. I will just give you 2 minutes to prepare your work. So, are you done, class?
Yes, ma'am.
So, let the group 1 present their output.
So the task that was given to us is to differentiate the qualities between the Japanese and Filipinos. And from the selection that was provided to us, we have listed 3 different qualities or different qualities of Japanese and Filipinos. So in eating, Japanese use chopsticks while the Filipinos use spoon and fork. And in terms of greetings, the Japanese bows their head when they greet their other weddings. The Japanese people are more traditional or conservative, while the Filipinos, they adopt the Western tradition where in their during the wedding celebration, they have lavish celebration.
Yes, that's good. Let's give the group 1 a barangay clap. Now, the group 2. Choose your representative.
Okay, we listed Japanese have three sa Japanese and the Filipinos. So in Japanese they use chopsticks when eating, and then in the Filipinos, we Filipinos use spoon and fork. And then in Japanese, they bow their head when they greet their elders. And in Filipino, we greet our family or friends through hugs and kisses or beso beso. And then the last in when conducting a weddings, Filipinos follow the Western traditional, and then in Japanese, they celebrated weddings in more conservative. So that's all.
Yes, that's very good. So let's give the group 2 a round of applause. Now, the last group.
For the last group, which we also have the same passage, we have the same observations when it comes to the differences between the Japanese and the Filipinos tradition. So when it comes to fine dining, of course, the Japanese would use chopsticks, while the Filipinos would use spoon and fork. But on daily basis, we Filipinos often use our hands when we eat. In terms of greeting, the Japanese will bow their heads, while the Filipinos, to express their familiarity, will do beso beso. And in weddings, the Japanese are more on the conservative side, while the Filipinos, due to the influence of the Spaniards, we often do our weddings in the Western style or in a lavish way.
Yes, that's good information. So, let's give them a barangay clap. So, let's call on Sir Rheven for the discussion.
Okay, thank you for that, Teacher Vench. Class, how are you feeling today? We're fine. I can hear you. How are you feeling today, class?
We're fine.
Okay, thank you. I am Teacher Rheven, and today we are going to discuss furthermore about contrasting and comparing. So, do you think there's a difference between contrasting and comparing? Yes, definitely there's a difference between contrasting and comparing. And in this morning, we are going to discover what is comparing and what is contrasting and what makes their differences. Are we all good?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So, I'd like you to first read the sentence here. Everybody, comparing 1, 2, 3, go.
Comparing refers to the process of identifying similarities between two things, while contrasting refers to identifying their differences.
Okay, so there's the difference. They have different uses. When comparing, you are trying to find their
Similarities.
while in contrasting, you are trying to find their
Differences.
Very good. So here are the transition words when you are trying to compare different things with their likeness. So everybody please read in the same way. Go.
In the same way, also, likewise, same as well as, etc.
So if you're going to compare things with their similarities, these are the words that we are going to use. So I need a volunteer to help me read the sample sentence there. Any hands? Okay, Miss Valerie. Valerie. Please remain standing. What are the things that are being compared in the sentence?
The Japanese and the Filipinos form of respect.
And what is the transitional word that is used in the sentence?
The word likewise.
Okay, very good. Everybody, let's please all stand and give Miss Valerie an amazing clap. Do you know the amazing clap?
No, sir.
It goes like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Zing, zing, zing. Amazing. Okay, everybody, let's go.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Zing, 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 amazing.
So, you may now take your seats. Can anyone in the class provide me a sentence that uses comparing the transitional words? Any volunteers? Miss Nancy, can you please provide a sentence that compare two different things?
Comparing two different things. So, sweet potatoes are cooked the same as, or the same way, in the same way as cooking pork.
Very good. Miss Denisa, based on the sentence that Miss Manson gave, what are the two things that she compared?
She compared the sweet potato and corn.
And the corn, and what transitional word did she use?
She uses the transitional words which is same as.
In the same
way.
In the same way, very good. So let's give Miss Eliza a barangay clap. So if I am going to provide a sentence just like this, the English subject is just as important as the math subject. What are the two things that I am comparing? Yes, Mr. Jesuit? Very good. And what transitional word did I use? Yes, Miss Valerie?
The transitional words are just as.
Very good. So I compared the subject English and the subject math, that they are both important, and I used the transitional device of comparing just as. Very good. So that's the comparing. Now, we're going to the deeper in the contrasting. So, everybody please read.
Transition words used in contrasting and providing contrast is similarity, however, but nevertheless, although contrary to, etc.
Okay, so I need another volunteer. Miss Abigail, can you please read the first sentence and identify the two things that are being contrasted in the sentence?
The cow in Indian culture is viewed as a holy animal, but other nations see it as a staple food.
Yes, so what is being contrasted in the sentence? Very good, cow. And what transitional word in contrasting did we use? Very good, but everybody, let's please all stand and give Miss Abigail a very good clap. Do you know the very good clap?
No, sir.
It goes like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, everybody. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, you may take your seats. Now I need a new volunteer. How about you, Miss Carol? Please read the second sentence and identify the things that are being compared and find out the transitional word in contrast that is present in the sentence.
Okay, feminism is on the rise now, although so is resistance to it.
Okay, so what is being contrasted here?
The feminism and the resistance.
Yes, very good. The feminism and resistance to it. And what is the contrasting transitional devices that we use?
Although.
Very good. Okay, let's give Miss Carol a round of applause. You may please sit down, Miss Carol. So, can anyone give me another sentence that uses the contrasting element? I need volunteers. Miss Valerie, can you please provide an example?
So, AI is very useful to us. However, we should use it in moderation.
Okay, very good. So, in that sentence, Miss Valerie used however as a transitional device in showing that AI is very important, but we need to use it in moderation. Okay, so let's recap our topic. So, when we're trying to compare things, what are we doing? We are identifying their similarities. And in contrasting, we are
Identifying their differences.
Okay, so do we use the same transitional words when we are trying to compare and contrast? No, because they're different. In comparing, we are trying to look at similarities, right? So we use these transitional words. But in contrasting, we also use a different transitional words in finding out their differences. Now, I am going to allow you to read a passage and find out the transitional devices that is used in comparing and contrasting. So here it is. Everybody please read.
Despite being miles apart, the Philippines and Korea share something in common, the love for rice. It's their main food, showing how farming is to both countries. They also use condiments like soy sauce to make their dish delicious. Both countries have delicious food. They use ginger, vinegar, and other spices in different similar ways. They use this to make their dishes special.
Very good. So upon reading the text, Mr. Ayan, what are the nations that are being compared here?
Philippines and Korea.
Very good. What are the elements in Philippines and Korea that are being compared? Yes, Miss Ronaldine?
So the elements that are being compared between Philippines and Korea are their similarities when it comes to their love for rice and their use of soy sauce and other condiments to make their dishes special.
Very good. So the text here compared that Philippines and Korea share the same love for rice and they use different condiments to make their dishes special. Now, can you identify any other elements here that compare and contrast the different nations? Miss Valerie?
I can also see that the texts have given us the idea that although Philippines and Korea are the same with their love for rice, they use the condiments and other spices differently and also similarly in making their dishes special in their own ways.
Very good. So it seems like you really understood what is comparing and contrasting. Now, at this point, I am going to call on Teacher Christine for the application. Thank you very much for listening, class.
Okay, so hep hep,
Hooray!
hooray,
Hep hep!
Okay, so now let's have another activities. Okay, class, are you all excited?
Yes, Mom!
Wow, that's good to hear. Okay, so each group will be given an envelope. And it consists a task to be completed for 5 minutes. So read the instructions carefully, and after completing the task, choose a representative from your group and share your answers with your classmates. And am I clear?
Yes, Mom!
And please be guided with our criteria. Here is our criteria. And also, I have here the printed copies of the criteria. But before that, let me read first the criteria. So for the understanding of concepts, you will get 4 points through understanding with clear examples from text or culture, collaboration and participation, you will get 4 points. If all the members actively contribute well coordinated, completion of task, you will get 4 points. And the task fully completed with detailed comparisons and contrast, language and transitions, you will get 4 points. If the consistent effective use of comparison or contrast transitions. And the creativity and critical thinking, you will get 4 points. If the insightful creative responses showing critical thoughts. Okay, so this will be the group 1, group 2, and group 3. Group 3. Group 1, group 2, group 3. Okay, so your 5 minutes starts now. Okay, class, you only have 3 minutes left. is up. You may now place your output in on the board and we'll start with the group 1. Representative from the group 1.
Okay, so good morning everyone. The task that was given to us is to compare and contrast the statements by writing 3 sentences expressing comparison and another 3 sentences expressing contrast using the appropriate transition signals found in the box. So, the situation that was given to us is a picture depicting 2 boys from different nationalities, the Filipino and the Japanese one. So we've come up to 3 sentences using comparing transitional signals. The first one, the boys came from different nationality. The Filipino is talking in the same manner as the Japanese. Number 2, the Japanese is respectful as well as the Filipino. And number 3, the Filipino used a headdress, likewise the Japanese. And we were not able to create sentences using contrasting signal words or transitional words.
Okay, very good. Thank you. So let's give a group 1 a snake clap. So do you know what the snake clap is? No. Okay, it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Slay. Okay, everyone, please stand up. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Slay. Okay, very good. So now let's proceed to the group 3.
Okay, so good morning everyone. Our task is to choose 2 individuals from different cultures whom we admire for their contributions to society. These individuals could be historical figures, contemporary leaders, artists, activists, or anyone who has made a positive impact. So the 2 people or 2 individuals that we chose are Taylor Swift and Lisa. So under Taylor Swift, we wrote that she is an artist with singer, she's American, and she is also a composer. While Lisa is a K-pop artist and is a a model, and a dancer. And in their similarities, we put that they're both female and they are good influences to our young minds as well as they empower women. That is all.
Okay, very good. So let's give group 3 a winner clap. So do you know what a winner clap is? No, ma'am. Okay, it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Winner. Okay, everyone please stand up. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Winner. Okay, so now let's proceed to the last group, the group 2.
So the task that was given to us is to compare and contrast the Asia and the Africa. So Asia and Africa are both top choices of discussion, especially by travelers, and they also both a continent, and then in Asia are more on developed countries and more impactful than most Asian a majority of Asians do not speak English at all, while Africa is considered to be the home to thousands of native languages and dialects, and Africa is difficult to explore, and that's all.
Okay, very good. So let's give group 2 an amazing clap. So do you know what amazing clap is?
No, ma'am.
Okay, it goes like this. Everyone please stand up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Amazing. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Amazing. Okay, so now I have here a star. And this star is equivalent to 4 points. Okay, so for the group 1, okay, so for the group 1, understanding of concepts, you've got 4 points. Collaboration and participation, you've got 4 points. Completion of task, you've got 4 points. Language and transitions, you've got 4 points. Creativity and critical thinking, you've got 4 points. The total of 20 points. Yay! Okay, so for the group 2, understanding of concepts, you've got 4 points. Collaboration and participation, you've got 4 points. Completion of tasks, you've got 4 points. Language and translations, you've got 4 points. Creativity and critical thinking, you've got 4 points. The total of 20 points. Okay, so for the group 3, understanding of concepts, you've got 4 points. Collaboration and participation, you've got 4 points. Completion of tasks, you've got 4 points. Language and transitions, you've got 4 points. Creativity and critical thinking, you've got 4 points. The total of 20 points. Okay, so now I have a question. Okay, so why is it important to share our cultural tradition with others? Okay, may I have Miss Humansing?
So I think it is important to share our culture to other people to promote awareness that our culture is also equally important in the same, equally important with other cultures, and it is also important to share our cultures to give opportunity to other people to understand and to know our cultures better and to have the opportunity to experience that. That's all.
Okay, very good. Okay, so now to taste that you really understood our topic well, so let's have a quiz. Okay, so you only have 5 minutes to answer this. Okay, so your 5 minutes starts now. Okay, time's up. Exchange your paper to your seatmates. Okay, so number 1, X mark. Number 2, check and X mark. Number 3, X mark. Number 4, check. Number 5, check and X mark. Number 6, C. Number 7, C. Number 8, C. Number 9, B. And number 10, letter C. Okay, so pass your paper to the center aisle and pass it forward at the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so morning. Thank you for listening. Goodbye,